mission of Magnum Bike was to create and distribute high quality yet affordable electric bikes, giving people of all ages and fitness levels the equal opportunity to access to the wonderful experience of electric biking. Now, electric bikes are changing the way people get around. Riders in the Magnum community use their electric bikes for a variety of purposes, from long weekend rides and epic adventures to commuting, running errands, and even as a car replacement. Unlike many of their competitors, Magnum electric bikes were designed and engineered and built from the ground up. They create their own modes and carefully choose each component that best suits their products to meet their promise for excellence. And all of their products are designed and tested for quality assurance by their staff in Salt Lake City, Utah. New to the Magnum's 2021-22 lineup, the Nomad is a powerful fat tire bike with a robust step-through frame that provides excellent standover clearance for a variety of rider heights. The Nomad is built for trail riding and weekend adventures. So let's go ahead and start at the front and work our way back. Now, what really impresses me is the 26-inch wheel that comes on the Nomad. I have ridden other electric bikes, but they come in the 20-inch tires, and it was okay, especially if for the lightweight use. But the I wanted something that was a full-size mountain bike type platform, and the Nomad comes with a 26-inch wheel, and the tires on this are pretty beefy. They're 4-inch tires, and I took it out for a ride, and I was really impressed on the comfort of the tires itself. The Nomad also comes with front and rear fenders. These are plastic fenders to help save weight. The bike is already about 65, 70 pounds, so it's not a lightweight bike, but it's a pretty sturdy, stout bike that can handle, gravel, dirt, road, or even snow. And until it snows here, I'll probably do some snow riding in the winter. Now, mounted to the plastic frame is a LED light, which you can control from the controls on the top, and we'll go over that in a little bit. If you look here in the front, you have a pretty stout shock, and this is the ABS shock, and you can lock it out depending on the kind of terrain you want. So basically you can add softness or decrease softness, or I should say the damper. And then, of course, you have your connection for your light, which I haven't plugged in yet. The front of the frame, basically on the head tube, you have 4 Allen head bolts, and this is so you can mount the additional components like a rack, front rack if you desire so, but it gives you the option to mount it here. The Nomad comes with a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It's SIS index, meaning you can adjust it by how easy you want it or how hard you want it, depending on your levels of gears. It does also come with a Logan brake levers and brake sets to match the disc. And they also have very nice looking leather grips on both sides, as well as the throttle. On the left side, you do have your controller. This controller here operates your LCD screen and also your pedal assist, whether you want to increase or decrease. And we'll go ahead and turn that on here in a little bit. But you still get the leather grips on the left side as well. Now here on the left-hand side, you do have your different levels of pedal assist. So right now in the very first bottom here, we have passive. So we have no power. It's all human crank pedal mode. Next one is your Eco. And then we have your Tour, your Sport, Turbo, and then Boost, which is 1,000 watts of that motor putting out. So those are your level of assist. You do have a trip meter on here. So since I've got the bike, I put on 3 miles, and we're going to increase that. And then of course you have your clock. Now you do have some options to go in and change some settings, but as from the factory and Magnum bikes. Everything's set up right now, which you don't even have to mess with it. Now we're going to move on to the stem. The cool thing about the Nomad, or most of Magnum bicycles, that everything's adjustable. So by loosening this bolt and a bolt under here, I am able to adjust the stem down or up for comfort or adjustability. So the adjustable stem really comes in handy. Now, Magnum bicycles comes with a really cool design to unlock and remove your battery. Now the battery weighs 10 pounds, and basically you do have two keys, and these keys are made so you can go ahead and unlock the battery. You're going to remove this handle here and the battery comes out. Now the battery weighs about 10 pounds, so it's fairly heavy. You have the option to charge the battery outside of the bike, or you can have it pretty much installed in the bike. And then to put it back, you just go ahead and set it down in there. You can use the handle, and your battery's locked in place. You can also check your battery levels outside of the bike, or you can check it while it's installed by pressing this power button, and you will have 4 LED lights that light up. I don't know if you guys can see that. And right now it's showing full charge. Now, if you want to stay hydrated, you have the option to mount a water bottle cage here on the top, or you can carry a back pannier or a back storage bag, and I'll show you one that I'm going to install on here to carry your water or gear. Now, as we move back, the seat here is pretty comfortable, and it is adjustable either front or back, and you also have a quick disconnect. This is a Pro Max seat, and you can adjust the seat depending on how tall you are, and it just locks in place with the quick disconnect. So many other bicycle companies, the seats are very uncomfortable, but this one right here is made of some really good leather, and it's got real good cushion. So I'm happy for that. Now underneath the bike, you do have a kickstand, and because the bike weighs a lot, they integrated this kickstand underneath the bike, and basically you just lift up on the handle in the back and put the kickstand up. To install, it's sort of like a motorcycle kickstand. You just put it down and pull the bike up. So it's a pretty solid stand, and it mounts high in clearance, so you don't have a lot of clearance issues on that. Pedals here are made by Wellgo, and they're not folding pedals because this bike is not a foldable bike. So if you decide you're going to do some transporting, you want to make sure you get a good bicycle rack that can accommodate 4-inch tires and handle the weight. Now the cranks shaft here, or the cranks that's installed on there, like I said, it's a single gear. It's not a dual chain ring, so single chain ring, and it's 170 millimeters with a regular seal type cartridge bottom bracket. And the chain is made by KMC, and I used to do a lot of bicycle racing, and I had KMC chains on all my bicycles. They're just a really good chain, strong, and had no issues. I've never broken a KMC chain while racing or riding my bicycle. The rear derailleur is made by Shimano. It's the Shimano Altis, and it's a 7-speed. So you do have the adjustable 7 gears in the back. You do have a really cool derailleur protector to keep the derailleur protected in case the bike falls over or you crash on the bike. You won't bend the derailleur. Now the thing with derailleurs, if you look in the back over here, the derailleur hanger, those are made by a softer material than the frame. That is because if you do fall and bend the derailleur, these are designed to break off, and that you can change the derailleur hanger by using that bolt here and these two Allen heads on the top. We're going to move up to the rear hub, and this rear hub is made by Bafang, and it's a company I believe sourced out of overseas, but most of the electric bikes have a Bafang motor or hub. Now this hub is a 750 watts hub, and at max capacity you're talking about 1,000 watts. So they could propel this bike from pretty much 10 miles an hour to 28 miles an hour with pedal assist. But it's a smooth hub. It just glides through, and it's not loud. And I took it out for a little bit, and it's pretty quiet for the size of tires and the weight of the bicycle. Now the rear brakes are also disc brakes. They're 130 millimeter disc brakes made by Logan, and they stop pretty good. They stop on a dime. And the reason why disc brakes are so popular is because the conventional cantilever brakes would get caked up with mud if you rode off-road. With the disc brakes, you're able to, you can either wipe off the mud, or it won't sling mud on the brake pad. Now we're going to move on to the rack. The rack on here is a pretty sturdy rack. It has 4 mounting points to mount, so you can either take it on or off. You got 1 here, 2 there, 3 and 4 on the other side. It does come with some bungee cords already installed on there. I am going to install a little pannier rack or a cargo rack to keep my camera equipment or other items while I'll be filming or just getting outdoors. Now the back of the seat has a really cool handle where you can use that handle to hold, lift up on the bike and put the kickstand up, or just moving the bike around. The handle is integrated. It's a plastic mold integrated into the seat, and it does not adjust, but you can use that to move the bicycle around. Now the back of the rack has a mounted LED light, and hit the brakes, it automatically starts blinking. So hit the brakes and it warns people behind you that you're slowing down. Now if you decide to purchase a Magnum bicycle, regardless if you get the Nomad or any other model number, when you receive that bicycle and you first open the box, you will see the sturdiness and how stout and great quality components this bicycle company uses. Like I said, I've only ridden for a couple miles, but so far it has been fun, and it handles great in dirt. The 4-inch tires are great off-road because of the stability. There is about 35 PSI in these tires. You can go lower if you want a little bit more grip. But this bike it's a great utility bike. I mean, you can use it for loading up with fishing gear. You can load it up with your camera gear, camping gear, or just to go out for the day and just tool around the city. I highly recommend, if you do go in the city or use it for commuting, buy yourself a decent lock for that, because you never know what kind of thieves are lurking out there. If you're looking to get a Magnum electric bike, I highly recommend you giving the customer service a call and going to their website at magnumbikes.com and check out the models that they have, and then give customer service a call and they can guide you in the right direction. The Nomad comes in white, black, green, and I believe tan. But right now they are limited because of the popularity of this model. It has there are only a few colors left, and I'm sure they'll get more in. But be sure to check out the website before you decide you want to get an electric bike. Their customer service are friendly. They pick up the phone when you call. They answer your messages and emails. So that right there tells me a lot that the company believes in their product. So if you're interested of getting a bicycle from Magnum, I will post a link in the description box below. We are also an affiliate, so we may be able to get you a slight discount. Also, they believe in first responders, military, also get a discount on their military and first responders. So overall, a great company based in the US, in Utah, and great customer service. Now the retail price of the Nomad is a little bit over $2,000, but for the quality and what you're getting, I highly recommend it. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that bottom right hand of your screen and become a subscriber, and then hit the bell notification icon and hit all notifications.